Hey, what's up? It's Annika, and this needs to be said. Let's talk about toxic Instagram culture. Let's spill a little tea. As someone who actually really enjoys posting on Instagram and finding a little bit of a niche community and supporting other creators, and someone who likes to create content, I feel like I can talk about this subject from personal experience, and also just kind of as someone who uses a lot of these different social media platforms to talk about some of my observations. Instagram definitely used to be a take a quick photo and just post it right away with like no filter, no real thought to put in to the caption, because it was just for fun for you and your friends, and even to add those like fun like basic Instagram filters to it. That's what Instagram started out as, and it's kind of grown into, at least today, into just influencer culture and a shopping mall basically, and a place to just kind of compare yourself to people who look like they're having the best life ever, and in turn that makes you feel poorly about yourself. So I just kind of want to talk about my experience and like get real with it, and I don't know, spill my thoughts on Instagram. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of different kind of theme park vlogs, travel vlogs, finance vlogs, and now I'm getting more kind of in-depth on sharing my personal experiences with things like anxiety, depression, and toxic Instagram culture. But I'm also going to be doing Vlogmas videos this year for the month of December, so at least leading up to Christmas. So make sure you're subscribed and follow along for those, because I have so many fun and festive videos planned. So let's get into it. Instagram is just, it's a game. It really is. The whole gaining followers, the whole getting likes, the whole getting brand deals, it's a game. You have to play the game, follow the game's instructions and guidelines in order to win. When I first started my new Instagram page, Annika's Paintbrush, which I wanted to be a Disney focused page and separate from my first personal Instagram page and more niche focused, I watched so many videos on the Instagram algorithms, different tips and tricks for posting your content, creating content once your content is live, all the little nitty-gritty kind of boosters and tips that a lot of influencers don't share. Like, I just dove in and I absorbed as much as I could, and I actually ended up growing my page pretty fast. The whole finding your niche, posting consistently, making your content stand out, providing value, like those were all key factors into creating content for Instagram. So really the algorithm has always rewarded that curated content instead of just posting something that's real or unfiltered or raw or more in-depth. And it's kind of tough if you are someone who only looks at that at face value. This is a highlight reel. People don't post the things that go wrong in their life. They only post like the happy good things. So as long as you understand that, then it's easier to kind of utilize the platform and not take everything so seriously. But that gets difficult for everyone. It's so easy to compare your page and your number of followers to someone who maybe you look up to. Maybe they have thousands and thousands of followers and get all the brand deals and all of that stuff, but that will just take you down a downward spiral and won't be good for anyone, and especially not for your mental health. I've definitely fallen in the trap of only posting the happy things or only posting certain things that I think will get a certain amount of likes, and that's terrible. I've been trying more and more to post more reality and actually say my true thoughts on things and post more than just the highlight reel. People want to relate to your content. I want to relate to other people's content, and I really enjoy following creators who don't beat around the bush. They're direct, they're honest, and they're genuine. Whereas if someone's Instagram story is literally just an ad for a product every single time, that's not what I'm here to see. Like, maybe you are someone who wants to follow someone who keeps posting all these different products like all the time, but that's not me. So in a way, that's also why I think Instagram has morphed into this like shopping mall mentality, and why they like moved their icons and are making it so difficult for us to use this app now, because it's all about branding and ads and profit. Speaking from someone who is in like the Disney influencer community, honestly influencer is just such a negative term now. As someone who's like a part of that and who enjoys posting a lot of Disney content or style content, things like that, it's easy to always want to pose the next best picture, to have the next greatest outfit, to keep up with the new accessories, to keep up with the new merchandise. And that, one, gets very pricey, two, gets very, I don't know, fake. Fake's a strong word, and I don't want to say it, like people who always like buying the new things makes them fake. Like, no, it's the fact that you're only buying that to create this picture, and it's like not something that you'd actually buy in real life if you didn't have your Instagram page, and like you don't actually love this product. You're only like promoting it because you think that's what will get you likes. Like, I think that is the toxic part of it. And the fact that you always have to have like a new trendy outfit in a new location, getting creative with taking your photos, and if you don't, like, people won't like it, and that has held a lot of weight for people. And I'm at the point where now I just don't care. Like, I also just forgot to add in something that I really wanted to talk about, but then I just brain fart when I went to go record that video. But editing Annika here, hello. Looking at some of these creators, how they're always posting like the newest dress or like the new expensive brands, and they're always going to these fun events and things like that. Like, what a lot of people don't understand is that either that outfit was sent to them for free, they bought it just for that photo shoot, and then they're probably going to return it the next day, or they're going to turn around and just sell it later on because they only wore it for that one photo. And on, like, this isn't hate. Like, I no hate towards that. Like, I've definitely only worn an item of clothing or an accessory or something in a single photo and then never used it again. But the tough part is that it's being portrayed as if you are living this lavish life, you're getting these new items every day, and like maybe you are, and like maybe you're working with all these brands who are sending you a bunch of stuff, and like that's your job. Like, that's, I mean, no hate towards that at all. It's just people have to understand that like you're not out there spending your own money, like buying all this stuff every day, and you have this perfect life. I think that's what gets pushed onto Instagram so much. And it used to be exciting to always be like, oh, we have to go see the new merchandise, and oh, I have to go get a picture with it before anyone else does, so that way people will see my content. There are some opportunities where I'm like, I get it, you want to do a paid sponsorship, like, get that bag, honey, like, I support you. But where I think it loses authenticity is when you are accepting any brand deal or partnership that comes your way, and just every single post is just like, check out this shirt, use code blah, like use code Annika, la 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 la. And it's like, okay, I first followed you because I wanted to see like your happy post or maybe what you're doing or whatever. Like, I didn't want to see this like such forced content of like, oh well, you have a partnership due on Friday, so you have to take a photo and post it on that date. Like again, I'm not trying to send hate, and again, like, get that bag, like, I support you. If you are someone who enjoys receiving that content, then like, perfect, great. I'm not trying to drag you at all. All I'm trying to get across is that it's just fluff. It is fluff. I think me as a user, I just have an issue following those creators now, just because it's like, if you follow my journey on YouTube, then you know I'm on a debt-free journey, and I'm trying to not fall into the trap of always want to stay on trend, always wanting to buy the new thing. And for me personally, like, that's not healthy because I have a lot of debt I'm trying to pay off, and those won't help me reach my goal. Whereas if you're someone who is all about style, all about fashion, like wanting to keep up with the trends, like maybe that is for you, and no hate there. But I'm just talking from my personal experience, and I think the ways that it can get toxic really quickly, and there's like a fine line between authenticity and now you're a character.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm very blunt, and I'm not trying to send hate anywhere, and I am literally just trying to speak off of my own opinions. And I didn't write anything down for this video. I just started talking, and I didn't even really know where I wanted this video to go. But I did want to just kind of get this off of my chest because I think a lot of us struggle with mental health because of Instagram and because of the culture that we have on social media. Like, yes, there are a lot of perks to social media, but there are downfalls as well. And I think it's important for us to realize that it's okay to take a step back. The world won't end. But I think it's also important for the algorithms to allow for that. I noticed that when I took a step back from posting every single day on Instagram, or I didn't post on my stories every 24-hour period, that my engagement would go down, or like my shares would go down. And if I'm not consistently posting on the platform and keeping people on the app and on the user interface, then it's like, okay, well, we don't want to push your content out because you're not keeping people on the platform. So it's like your content can go and hide, which is fine if it's just for your friends or whatever. But when you are someone who are working with brands and this is a part of your livelihood, like that takes a hit. Like, it's an endless cycle of you have to get the likes and the followers and the engagement in order to get the deals and the exposure, and then to get the money. And if it's all about money for you, then like, okay, that's one thing. But if it's not, for me personally, like, it was about definitely creating community. Maybe one day down the line, like, I could pick it up as a side hustle. I think I've only actually done like 2 or 3 paid posts ever. A lot of them are just partnerships where you exchange like a t-shirt or something for a post and for that marketing. So, you're not making money off of that. In some cases, you have like affiliate links where if someone shops that item using your code or using your link, then you can get a cut of that. But there's just so much shadiness with that too. Like, there are shops that will rip you off, not even tell you that people are using your code, and then just like keep that money and not even give it to you. And again, it's just there's so many ways that it could get toxic real quick.
Because I think the toxic part of it is when we are doing things to impress other people and to get the likes and to get the shares and to get the validation. That's where I think toxicity comes into play. I've made so many friends literally just over Instagram. Like, I have a ton of internet friends who we will always message back and forth. We'll reply to each other's stories and we'll like the same things and have things to talk about in that sense. So I'm very grateful for the different kinds of communities that I found within Instagram. But with that, you kind of have to weed out the people who are literally just clout chasers and they just want to get followers and they just want to get likes, and they are fake. There are people who will befriend you just so that, I don't know, you can take photos and not actually care about each other's well-being or not actually care about issues that matter in the world. And I've definitely gone through my fair share of those types of people, and I'm always trying my hardest to not be one of those people. But being able to kind of take a step back and realize, like, it's just Instagram. Just Instagram. That kind of helps and puts things into perspective. For some people, like, this is their livelihood, this is their career, this is how they make money, like with sponsorships and brand deals and partnerships and things like that, and great for them. I think as long as we can all keep an eye on the ones who stay genuine and who actually promote things that they believe in, whereas the ones who just want to get as many brand deals as possible. And for what? But I just wanted to give a little hot take on my thoughts on that and share my opinions, I guess. Try not to let an app take hold of your mental health. It's really easy, again, when you compare yourself to others who have a zillion followers, or people who seem to set trends, people who seem so likable, living their best lives. Like, you don't actually know what's going on in their life, and you don't know what hardships they're facing, and they may want to make it seem like they live the perfect life, but that's just not reality. It's not reality. I always want to try my best to lift others up, to share positive quotes, to try and project positive energy, because myself, I struggle a lot with being negative and being too blunt and just saying what I feel. But also, I do want to work on that and by me working on that, I am always trying to post more positive and happier things on my Instagram stories and things like that. So in a way, that's helping me, and I'm hoping that it also helps other people. If you've stuck around this far, then thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and my little hot take, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.